Okay, so part two, guys. This is the beginning of part two. I did a park hunt today. I wanted to just try a few different angles. The shovel that Ron gave me was amazing, man. It's so nice not to have to get down on your knees to dig with a little trowel. So my day started like this, guys. I saw this sitting on the shelf. My mom already had one, and I wiped off the dust and plugged it in. I don't know if she knew that I needed like rechargeable AAA batteries and just didn't hear me. I'm not sure. She says she already told me that she had one, which if I had heard that, I would have probably snatched it up at that moment. So not sure what happened, but my day started with rechargeable AAA batteries, which is fantastic, right? So my day was already charged. Went over to Phil's, had no problem with the pinpointer. Had a good day, and then I met Leah, L-E-A-H, Leah or Lee. I'm not sure how she pronounced it. Lee. I'll have to ask her, but she lost her key. Her and her husband were at the park, and their dog yanked them to where she almost tripped, I guess, and the house key fell off her loop, off her ring. So I wasn't able to find it, and she still gave me 20 bucks, which thank you. I wasn't expecting it. That's not why I do stuff for people at all, ever in my life. And then that's why I'm receiving these givings from the universe, guys, because I want to help out. I want to help people out. But the fortuitous event is that she's in charge of client services. She's the one that hires like motivational speakers to speak in front of the company. Well, I had just expressed that we were talking, and I told her that that's possibly what I wanted to do. I'm setting up something to where I'm going to be, hopefully, with some plans here in the future, publicly speaking. And fortuitously for me, right, that she sets that up, and I'm probably going to end up talking to her and speaking to her company about a few different things: inspirational, motivational, just life speaks, the same kind of things I'm trying to get through to you guys. I've got so much to say that I can't get it down in a video. I can't get my videos down to a time length that I'm starting to get the view time past 50% yet. I can't do it. So guys, hey. So I'm working on these things. I'm trying to get some of the things better, make things better for you, make things better for me. It's all a process of me learning. I don't have an over camera where you guys can just watch me and not have to worry about how it edits, because Derek without a filter is not good in some environments. So enjoy part two. I'm at a park. I show a few different functions, a few different things. I show you how I'm setting up a camera, how I'm trying to get a couple different angles and things like that. I don't find much at all, really. I find a couple nickels, some trash, and a quarter, I think. But it's a good informational park hunt where I show you how to discriminate out a few of the penny signals and a few different things. So follow along. I'm going to try to teach you guys with the Equinox, or what I learned in my time using the Equinox, and maybe it'll make you more proficient in what you do. So come along. It's a park hunt. Enjoy. So just got done with Phil at Myers Metal Detecting, and what a great guy, guys. So for real, if you're in Tampa, stop in and see Phil at Myers Metal Detecting on Florida, and tell him Derek sent you, right? He's still not sponsoring me, so we didn't talk any money, but I need somebody to be able to send me around the country, and then I'll put a little ad in my video. So if you guys are interested in having a channel and you guys want to sponsor me, let me know. Shout out, throw a shout out, and we'll see what we can do. If you want to sponsor a trip somewhere, if you're a hotel owner, if you're a bed and breakfast owner and you want me to come to your bed and breakfast or hotel, you know, send me some means of getting there, and I'll fly out to your hotel, or I'll fly out to your bed and breakfast, and I'll metal detect your bed and breakfast while dropping the name the whole time and the service the whole time. So if you do me right, I do you right. That's the way the world should be, guys. So yeah, I got the replacement for the Pro Finder. I needed one today because I'm going to be dirt fishing. So who would have thought? Oh man, dirt fishing. Okay, we're going to give it a try. So I wear Mind Lab specifically because I want them as a sponsor. I want, you know, the Equinox is the best machine on the market. You guys, if you dispute me, comment below. If you think your machine's better than mine, better than the 800, comment, please. If you think you've got some sort of Garrett that works better than the Equinox, please comment. All right, so I switched it to the tripod. The tripod's going to be better. It's going to probably be a little higher up, different angle. All right, I got the keys. That's it. Let's go. You guys ready? I'm gonna run my functions through with you real quick. Park 1, no threshold, 5 tones. Nope, let's always run 50 tones from now on. I don't even care. I want to start figuring out 50 tones. Once you master 50 tones, you are going to be the master with this machine. Accept, reject, -9. That doesn't matter yet until we want to discriminate some of the numbers. Maybe we want to discriminate the pennies out. I don't know, maybe we just listen for sounds, or I just show you how to set it here in a second. Recovery speed, we're gonna run all the way up. We're in a park, we don't wanna go very deep. That we don't wanna go very deep. Run it at 8 so it'll recover faster, right? This original FE function doesn't matter because I'm gonna run F2 at 6. Ground balance or noise cancel, let's run that off real quick. It's gonna run at a 3. Ground balance, let's do, now I've heard about auto track in the park like more than not, but I'm gonna run 0 at the park as well, and we're gonna try 0 at the park. I don't think I've ever run 0 without the auto track. Now tones, your tone volume, right? My tone volume for 0 through, or -9 through 0. I'm gonna turn the tone, the volume off. I'm gonna turn the volume off. Every other tone's at 25 loud, okay? So now we'll hear every other tone at a 25 volume, but all the negative will be off. That way you'll be able to see it, but not hear it, so it won't interfere with the sound of something positive. That's it. Let's go, park 1. Let's go. Sensitivity, let's go sensitivity. Let's go lucky 14. Sound good? That's it. All right, guys, so for the first target, check it out. It's a 12-13, solid 13. If I was to guess and I was to wager on this, it's a nickel. Okay, so watch the process of what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna flash over to a different view to show you, I'm gonna show you my production process in the park. And then that way in future videos, you'll know what I'm doing, right? So I've got the tripod down to this target, turn the camera on. So I can see it, you can see the view, you know, make sure it's where you want it. I pinpointed, it's a solid 13. A lot of times I'll go down with the pinpointer to see if it's a surface find or not. I've got the small shovel, small spade on me, right? So maybe it's, so it's right there. Maybe I don't need the big shovel, and I just like dig it up like this. Sounds like it's right there. And look, wowza. So how cool is that, that I just said it's a nickel, right? So yeah, that's just really cool that that all happened that way. I'm just showing you guys the process of what I'm going to do in the park hunts in the future. I won't, you know, show you the setup process of the camera, watching the dig, but I'm going to edit back and forth from one to the other. But that's super cool that I found a nickel right there, guys. That, you know, kind of made me a little bit excited. And then to fill in the holes, this park's got like, squirrels make worse holes than what I just made right there. So fill it back in. If you can plug it, just plug it. But look, you won't even notice. Like, this is actually good for the grass. When you pull stuff up like that, if I was to come back here in a week, there'd be 4 grass shoots growing out of this particular sand spot. So 5, 6 can slot. Now listen, lawnmowers run over cans here like you would not believe. This area, particular area that I'm in, this is where they set up all the concessions during the open events. There'll be trailers. You see all the brown spots? There'll be trailers all along here where the concessions are. You'll be able to get your hot dogs there. You'll be able to get your churros there, and then, you know, etc., all the way up through. So I'm just showing you the process of what I'm going to do today at this park. But guys, look at, there's more people at this park than I've ever seen, and I promise you it's because the beaches are closed. So what sense does that make, right? Look, we got people, 2 dudes sparring over here, boxing. How cool is that? How cool is that? I love this place. St. Petersburg's a place where you should be, guys. If you guys need real estate advice, let me know. I'll hook you up with somebody who can sell you a home too. I pretty much am connected here if you guys want to know something. So there's going to be a million sounds, guys. Look. You just kind of got to pinpoint, go slow. And what I did do is turn up the negative volume. I had it all the way down to 0. And it looked weird when I went over a couple things, so I turned it up to 10. Now I can hear a grunt. You'll be able to hear the grunts of the bottle cap. I'm also using the F2 function, which is the new download for the Equinox, well, the latest download for the Equinox, which tries to get rid of the bottle caps and lets you know that there's bottle caps as well. So that's it. Let's come over here, shut this guy off. And then what I do is I pick it up, look, carry it. Unfortunately, I don't have like a holster, someplace where I could put it yet. I'll figure that all out to where I can clip it in real fast and I'm not carrying it with my hand. But currently this is what I'm doing. Look, I'm just holding it like I hold my shovel, and I'm walking around like this. Solid 19 zinking. So I could never let a solid 11 go like that, guys. So you guys are gonna watch this solid 11 as well. It's can slaw.
right? I'm probably never gonna need that blue shovel because so it's gonna be this like a lot. So if I was to show you this a lot, it would be a lot, right? There's a lot of can slaw here. Solid 15, 16, guys. We still recording over here? Yep, somewhere like that. This one sounds deeper, guys. I might need the other shovel, right? I'd put like a bigger fin on it if I was to put a bigger fin on it, right? Oh, I like that though, guys. I really do. That way I've made a little plug. You guys watching that? Sorry. Was that like not even in the view? So like I'll click over from one if, see the best part about having two cameras running is hopefully one of them's got something in view, right? But check out that plug. Ron, Lord, thank you for giving me the shovel. Did you guys just see how fast I made that plug? How cool is that? There's no more wasting time. Look, oh man, you don't even know I was there. What? Solid 13, guys. Check the surface again. Look at it. What? I'm gonna pop out a gold ring like that, guys. Oh, would you not see it on that? Oh, you did see it on that camera. You know I'm gonna pop out a gold ring. Just the same exact way. How cool is that when it's that fast and efficient? You know, you're having a good time, you could probably pop out $1's worth of nickels in a day. You could probably make $1 a day. You know, that might make this Equinox thing worth it. And the crazy part is, do I set you up for every signal? So I watched a channel that got his bucket lister and he just showed it to you like, hey, I got my bucket lister there. You could go to the pawn shop, buy your bucket lister, or go somewhere, coin shop, and buy your bucket lister and then come out and show it to somebody in their hand. I heard that people do this on channels and it broke my heart, guys. So if I don't show you something that I've dug, I almost feel like, hey guys, I'm sorry here, I dug this, but I wanted you to see it anyway, you know, that kind of thing. But everything you guys see me dig, I'm digging. You know, for 90% of the stuff that I show you that I find, it's coming from a hole, coming from an explanation of a hole. It's a double beeping 14. It's a pull tab. I'm going to call this 99 out of 100 times. Oh, I didn't even. How stupid does that look? So it was sitting on the top. I heard the double beeper pull. Anyway, just listen, guys. If you're recording a video or you're trying to put down content for you guys, have cameras on. Look, I got 2 cameras on me and a phone in my pocket. So there's no reason not to have something running. You know, put down 4 hours of video and then edit it down to 10-15 minutes. Take out the best, do target. But don't tell me you just found a bucket lister and you didn't show yourself digging it. You know, I find diamonds, gold, whatever, it's being dug. So with my heart being broken, all I think is people are crooked now. You know, oh, hey, how to develop a channel? Go to the damn pawn shop, spend $500 on 15 gold rings and find a gold ring every day. You know, I don't find a gold ring every day, so you guys might start believing that I'm real, and I put down all this content for reals. I'm putting down 3-4 hours a day, and I'm lucky, blessed, whatever you want to call it, that I'm able to hunt. Guys, dogs are direct relation to the owner. If your dog's acting a fool, you really shouldn't have a dog, because you don't know how to take care of a dog. For real, dogs will act like they're supposed to act. All you got to do is watch 2 episodes of Cesar Millan to understand how a dog should act. And if your dog's not acting like the dogs on Cesar Millan, you guys shouldn't own a dog, or you should learn how to teach and train a dog. And if you can't teach or train the dog, get a trainer. Somebody will come to your house for $300 to $500, and then your dog will be acting like a dog. So if you're like, man, I wish my dog would act like that, man, you should probably learn how to teach your dog how to act like that, because dogs are subservient. They will obey to their master, and all humans should be dogs' masters, always. Unless you're training your dog to be mean and be outside in a lot where its just sole purpose is to protect the lot, and anybody who comes into the lot is going to get bitten. Assuming that's a quarter. But it sounds like it's a deep quarter, so we'll do this real quick. I'm really liking this shovel. God, guys, I don't know what I was doing with this without the shovel for the longest time, right? Look at it. Oh, that's a cute little outfit.
Question for you.
Okay.
My husband and I were just at this park, obviously.
Okay.
We got home and somehow my car key, I don't even know how this would happen.
Okay.
Our house key came off of our keychain.
Okay.
So.
Do you have any clue where you were sitting?
We tripped and fell over our dog in that area over there. And so it's a small area. I would never ask you to do the whole park. But
right. I can probably run
me?
over a quick, yeah, if you can kind of give me a vague idea of where.
Sure.
Sure.
It's right in the parking lot. There's about a 4-car window of.
In front of the cars that you mean?
Right.
Sure.
Oh, thanks, Paul Locksmith.
Yeah, and here's what I speak on. You don't know why you lost the key, right?
Right.
It's because we were supposed to meet.
Yeah.
And I talk about this a lot. So I go back to a particular story where I met a guy on a beach.
Yeah.
And the guy told me a story about a woman losing a diamond ring 13 years ago.
Yeah.
It changed my life, that story.
Wow.
So ever since that story, my life has been changed.
Yeah.
I went up to look for this ring. I met a series of people and series of events that's happened since that story.
Okay.
That made me realize that I've had these signals. It's a universe, and we're all connected through energy, through this numerical means. Yeah, well, if you do, you'll freak out when you start listening to some of the things. Like I met this guy, another guy, and then my life has changed. Now, if my shoelaces are knotted, I smile instead of get mad.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to be somewhere a few seconds later.
Interesting.
Yeah, and once you realize what I figured out just recently, and I had signs my whole life of
Yeah.
somebody, and it's
Little bit of
angels. Yeah, it's a little whatever. It's angels trying to help you along, or pushing you out of the way. You didn't know why you stumbled just then. There's a reason for it, and once you realize that you stubbed your toe for a reason, you got in a car accident for a reason, you lost your key for a reason, you will smile every day from that point on. And for me,
Well, see, I actually kind of think that way, honestly.
well, if you do, then you're blessed at your young age, right? At our young ages, to where we don't have to go through the rest of our lives with any angst of anger of anything, because now there's a reason you met somebody introduced you to your husband for. You're gonna see these paths that are opening up right in front of you. So you lost your key because of me, and then something else will happen from here, right?
Huh, I'm so gonna be on the lookout for that now. That's so cool.
Vermont Derek. I'm Vermont, the state of Vermont, DEREK.
Okay, so it's late. I just went through, it was almost 5 hours of content. This is part 2, the end of part 2. I didn't find her key, but that it wasn't about me finding her key, it was about me meeting her. So she did give me 20 bucks, like I said, for not finding her key. I don't do this for cash. I do it to meet people, right? So I'll do a follow-up on this, guys. If I speak at her business, if I'm allowed to tell what her business is, that kind of thing, I'll try to start recording some of my public speaking events, because I'm going to be doing some public speaking events. Thank you guys for watching this. So if you're watching this far, you're a follower, and I really appreciate it. I really started thinking about some of, you hear that cat? I really started thinking about some of my intros. My intros are long. So if you're getting through my intro just to watch my finding a couple nickels or whatever I'm doing, you are a true follower, and I really thank you. So yeah, come back tomorrow. I'm gonna probably do a beach hunt tomorrow morning, just in a few hours from now, because low tide's at 3. I'll probably be out at 2. You know how hard I work, so I hope to have some digging in the sand tomorrow, or you're gonna see me in handcuffs or being taken away in handcuffs as I'm recording that. So love you guys. Thanks for being here, and subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't. Love you.